So,
Can we get this?
thanks for joining and good morning and good evening to you all. So, my name is Kalyan. I am a APO trainer. I have more than 10 years of experience in SAP APO, and coming to this online trainings, I have more than 4 years of experience. Part of our training, we are going to cover APO demand planning with BW and SNP with core interface. Basically, DP demand planning have a inbuilt BW server, and to work SNP, we need to know the interface of SIP. So nothing but like a DP is one module and SNP one module in APO, and BW and SIF these are the interfaces. And we are going to give one session on PPDS. It's a overview session, and these are the topics we are going to cover in the training. This is completely training topics and schedule, like a day one, day two, like that in the demand planning. What are the topics we are going to cover in the BW, in the SIF, and in the SNP, like that. So total it will like around 40 hours, and we are going to start the new batch from 14 India time morning 7 o'clock to uh, 7 to 8 o'clock. That is the new batch, like daily 1 hour. It's a weekly 5 hours. So Monday to Friday, daily 1 hour, weekly 5 hours. So it will take around 2 months of time to complete the training. And whatever we are going to cover particular a day, the same we are going to give a step-by-step configuration document. Say for example, if I cover today the life cycle planning. So what is the life cycle planning? So what exactly I am going to show you in the system, the same we are going to give you step by step, screen by screen documentation. So that like when the class is going, so you need not to note down any points or you need not to take any screenshots. So everything already we prepared for all these 40 hours from day one to day end, whatever we are going to cover. So everything we prepared this kind of a documentation. So after the training, by referring these documents, you can easily do the practice. So that is nothing but like your complete training material or like a practice material or configuration document, etc. And normally when you are attending the training, so you will understand all the things. But after some point of time, maybe after 6 months, maybe after 1 year, so there is a chances you will forget many of the things. So that is the reason like we want to give the permanent training. So we are going to provide you all the recording documents. It means from day one to day end, whatever I am going to talk daily, the same we are going to give you the recording sessions also. So that like by referring this configuration documents and by going to these videos, so any point of time you can easily understand any topic. So it's a permanent training. So if you want to record the current sessions, so there are some softwares are there. So we will update, we will tell you. So by like installing those softwares, even you can also record the current sessions once the training is started. So I will show you one sample recording for a minute. Before going to the interactive planning table, I will run the consistency check for our planning area. So like that you will have a screen, voice, everything, and so from day one to day end, whatever it is there, everything is there in this documents. And we will provide you standard SAP study material for DP, SNP, and other all the modules. And there are a lot of required documents also we collected from different sources like SDN and Wiki and service.sap and American SAP user group, like that whatever the required all other documents. So those also we have collected, and part of this training we are going to provide you all these topics. So like you need not to like look for a single paper also in the Google. So whatever the really required, so all the documents we are going to provide you part of this training. And There are some SAP press books also there, so those also we are going to give you part of this training. And in the future, if you are planning for the certification in SAP APO, when I did my certification, we prepared the question and answers dump. So like some people after the training, they are able to clear the certification, and they give a feedback saying that so this dump is helping them to clear the certification. At least it will help you to clear the certification. And finally, we will give the sample resumes also, so that we can update our profile as a APO experience or APO knowledge. And we will help you to finalize our profile. And after the training, if you are interested, we will take you the mock interviews. And once you started attending the interviews also, like you can always discuss the interview question and answers, etc. And once you started our career in APO also, you can always reach for us any support also. And once the training is started, I am going to update my contact number, so that like when you are doing the practice, if you stuck anywhere or if you are getting any questions, always you can always contact to me, so that we can clarify your questions or any issues. Even if you send a screenshot and mail also, we are going to reply. Or still you are not able to understand, so after the next day class, we will make you presenter, and you can show your screen and where you got struck, so that is also we are going to support you. So this is the way the training is going. And like since we are more than 4 years in this market, so many people took the training, and you can see those profiles in my LinkedIn, kalyan.apo. So somebody given the recommendations also, maybe you will find our friends also, maybe whenever you have free time. So go to the LinkedIn, kalyan.apo, just to see my profile. Then this is regarding the training and the details.
So sorry to interrupt. Can you just wait for 1 minute? I will reconnect. I think there is some issue with me.
Sure.
Wait. Thank you.
Yeah. Meantime, Dipin and Rajesh, so any questions regarding the training schedule, topics, anything? Yeah, please let me know. So once it is clear, will take a session of the overview of APO.
Yeah, one question I had was I had with how about the access test access? I understood there will be interaction between you and us. So will we get a test access, or
Yeah,
how does that process work?
yeah, your institute people will provide you the server access. So this server, like it's like as a work like as a the real time server. Like if you have internet connections in online only, you can do the practice.
Okay, okay, and that will be valid for how long?
Normal,
Until
I think they will give some 2 to 3 months. So that you
okay,
can check with the institute people. They will tell you.
okay, sure. Thank you.
Yeah, any other questions also, you can go ahead. So once your questions are clear, then I will take this demo session. Yeah, Rajiv.
Sure, that's all from my side. Then. Thanks.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, hello. Sorry to interrupt you. I'm having SCP ID's a version loaded on my laptop. So I just, whatever you will be training us, if I am trying to get a practice on that, will it be possible, or I have to go through your link only?
If you are already installed SAP APO in your laptop, so yeah, that is also you can use for the practice.
I don't know whether APO is directly there or not, but it's SCP ID's ECC6.
Yeah, actually ECC is a separate server, and APO.
Uh, okay. That facility also can be provided from your side? Is it there?
Like a server installation, I don't know the people like for because like a APO, there are
Hmm.
different integrations also there. Like a Live Cache and iLog server and CTM server. So normally in the installations it is not going to work properly. So that's why like
Right.
normally people are using online servers.
Okay, okay. No issues. I'll be going online then. Okay, no problem.
Yeah, Abhijit, till this point, any questions? Yeah, please let me know. Then I will start the overview of APO. You can
Uh, yeah, this is not related to training basically. I'm not sure you will be aware. So, so you will be helping us until to the mock interview, right? So after that, regarding the job, we need to figure it out with our own.
Sorry.
So I understood you will be helping us until the mock interview, right? After that, for the job, for search or anything.
Ah,
So
like
we have to.
yeah, like once you like start our career in SAP APO, so for any technical support, you can always call me, no problem.
Okay, okay. But will you also be, or the your team will be helping us to find the job,
Ah,
like a marketing or anything?
no,
Will
it's
they
not.
do that?
Yeah, it's only for only training, not a like a placement.
Okay, 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 not okay, okay.
Yeah. But normally, sometimes like somebody who took the training from me, if they have any openings in their like their company, so normally they used to share me, so those I am going to share in my Facebook and LinkedIn.
Okay.
I think Abjit may be having some technical issue, so no problem, we will start it. So this session is going to cover what is the supply chain management and what are the solutions. So this is going to cover what is the supply chain management and what are the SCM solutions provided by SAP software, and in that one what is the part of APO and high level APO business process, and what is the difference between the supply chain execution, nothing but like a ECC system, and APO system, the difference between the ECC and APO, and what are the modules are there in SAP APO and how it is integrated to the other systems, and finally your question and answers. So before we are going to start our career in SAP APO, so first we have some basic knowledge of a supply chain management SCM. So for this also we are going to give some documents. So by going through that document, we will understand the basic concept of SCM. Because like a APO is nothing but like the software of SCM domain. That is the reason we should have some domain knowledge. Okay, even that we can Google also. What is the SCM? So basically, the supply chain management is nothing but like a it's a flow from your customer to supplier and supplier to customer, the demand and supply. So normally, if any customer wants to buy something, he will go to the retailer. Then retailer will get the things from the distributor, and the distributor will get the products from the manufacturer. And to make the product, the manufacturer will get a component from the suppliers. So this is the way your demand will be flow, and the suppliers will supply the components to the manufacturer. He will make the products and he will give to the DCs, and it will come to the retailer. Finally it will reach to the end customers. So in this complete the demand and supply flow, there are a lot of activities are there, nothing but like a forecasting and planning and procuring and distribution and transportation. So a lot of activities are there. So to do all these activities, so like your client data, so across all your data have a proper integration and proper communication. So to make all these activities, so definitely they need some software. So for that one in the market, there are like a different service providers are there for SCM softwares. So in that one we are interested SAP because like a SAP is a market leader. In ERP, SAP having a more than 60% of the market share. And APO also now they have almost some 4,000 projects are there across the globe. Okay, so in SAP SCM, like APO is one of the module, and again APO having a sub modules. Anyway, we are going to discuss each and every module what exactly it is doing. And other than APO in SAP SCM, we have a extended warehouse management, supply and collaboration, transportation management, event management, and service pods planning. Like that, we have a different pods are there in SAP SCM. So APO is one of the module, and APO having a sub modules. One is a demand planning, DP. Another one is a SNP, supply network planning. Another one is a PPDS, production planning and detailed scheduling. Another one is a ZATP, global available to promise. And another one is a TPVS, transportation planning and vehicle scheduling. So there are 5 modules are there in SAP APO application. So this is like a value addition, LX monitor. Anyway, this is also we are going to discuss. It's not a module. This is like a value addition. Okay. So the advantage of SAP APO. So one software is going to support.
Sorry, actually there was a net problem. I
Yeah, no
got
problem.
disconnected.
Update. Just we started it. So end of the you can ask the question.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you. So
Can you just repeat it what you have started actually? Uh,
yeah,
I
nothing.
didn't
We
catch.
can. We are just started. It's the beginning only. So like using one software, it is going to give the solution across our global network. So like normally the MNCs they have the network at Europe and Asia Pacific and North America, Middle East, etc. So using this one software, you can integrate across our global network, and you can do the global planning. So that is the major advantage of this software. And what is the difference between the SAP ECC and SAP APO system? So SAP ECC basically meant for the execution. Like if you take any organization, there are different activities are there the day to day. So like daily, they are going to raise some sales orders, and they are going to create a deliveries, and they are going to give the invoices. Similarly, like they are doing the procurement and manufacturing, accounting, HR, like all these day-to-day activities. So using the SAP ERP or SAP ECC system, they can do the execution. But APO is a separate server. So this is like a for planning. It means in the future how much I am going to sell, how much I need to manufacture, how much I need to distribute my inventory, my DCs. So what is going to be my transportation capacities in the future? So all the things we can plan using the APO system. So to work in our APO, we need a data like a master data, transactional data. So we are going to take this data from ECC to APO, and in APO we are planning, and we are sending the results to the ECC. Okay, so next week what you need to produce, how much we need to produce, where we need to produce, how much you need to procure. So everything we are planning here, and we are sending those results to ECC so that directly they can do the execution. So it means complete planning part we are taking here, and we are doing here and sending to ECC so that they need not to do any planning, simply they can go for the execution. So here both are different servers and different systems. So that is the reason SAP given one standard interface. So this is SAP system and this is also SAP system. So to interface, SAP given one standard integration SIF core interface. So using this one, we can able to send a data from ECC to APO and APO to ECC. So it's a standard integration means it's more user friendly. We need not to go for more technology of the integrations also. Then now we will discuss each and every module in APO what exactly it is going to do. and what is the objective of this module. The first one is a demand planning. Basically, the demand planning is a forecasting tool. So to know your future sales, we can use APO demand planning, and we can get a forecasting. So that by using this tool, we know what is the next year our sales, or next 2 years what is the sales, or next 5 years what is the sales. So normally many companies they used to follow, they will take past 36 months sales history data. It is nothing but like a sales billing or invoice data, and they are generating the forecast for the future 24 months. So that now we know that okay, next month how much we are going to sell, after 2 months or after 3 months, like that we know now only next 2 years how much we are going to sell using this tool. Okay, then why we want to know what is the future sales we are going to sell now only? Because say for example, now we are getting the demand some 2000 quantity, and whatever the plant and mission and the resources are available, so we are able to produce and supply 2000 quantity. But after a year, maybe your demand is going to be 3000 quantity. So but you have the maximum limitation to produce and supply only 2000 quantity. So if I know that one now, okay, I'm going to sell in the future some 3000 quantity. So for that one, I need to start all the activities like extending a plant, or taking the new machinery, taking the new people, adding more vendors, etc. Because everything will take time. Maybe to import a machine and to set up the machine, or to extend the plant, to recruit the people. So you may need some 6 months of time. So after 6 months, I will start all these activities. So once my demand is reached 3000 quantity, then I can able to supply 3000 quantity. So that is one thing. And another thing, say for example, if you are not doing any forecasting, simply you manufacture some 1000 quantity, but you receive the sales order as a 2000 quantity. So what is happening? You are going to miss some 50% of sales. You are not able to deliver it. So if you are not able to deliver on time, you are going to lose your customer service levels. Another one. So you simply manufacture some 1000 quantity, but you really sold only 500 quantity. So in this scenario, what is happening? Your inventory is going to be double. So if any company to run successful supply chain management, they need to optimize their inventory, and they need to maximize the customer service levels. So using this demand planning, okay, how much we are going to sell for next month or next year or next 2 years, we know now. So according to that, we can manufacture, so that we can optimize our inventory, and we can maximize our customer service levels also. And there are just a minute. Okay. So another advantage of this one, so in APO demand planning, we have a screen, it's called as a interactive planning screen. So in a single screen, you can see any kind of information. So
Can I interrupt in between just for 1 minute?
yeah,
Yeah. Your name is Kalyan, right?
yeah,
I forgot. I just wanted to know, there are in AP also you showed us so many modules, right? DP, PPDS, and all these things.
okay.
So, like in SAP BW, we have like combination SAP BW IT, SAP BW accelerators, and all these things.
Okay.
That means in AP also there must be good combination for joining. I mean, for searching a job like DP or PPDS, which will be the best one, the
Yeah,
combination.
actually, yeah, Abhijit. So all these are going to be covered in the demo session. So please wait for some time. So all these are going to
Oh, okay. Okay.
after
Next session or this session?
this session.
Okay.
So what I'm going to recommend, so please wait till I complete this session. After that, we have a question and answer session. So whatever the questions, everything you can clear, no problem. Thank you. Yeah, others also. So like let me finish this one. So after that, we will spend time. How much time you want, I will spend, no problem. So I will clarify all your questions. Yeah, I know, because you people doesn't know the APO and new to the APO, so that's why you are coming demo. So definitely you will have a lot of questions. I will answer all your questions. Yeah. So in a single screen, we can see all information. It means you want to do the global planning. You can see you can see a regional data, or a specific to the country level data, or specific to the department level data. Any kind of a data you can see in a single screen. That is the way SAP is developed this tool. Or any combination of a data, like a salesperson, he wants to see a product level information, a particular customer level information, and brand manager, he wants to access a brand and a regional level data, and CEO wants to see, okay, globally how much I am going to sell. So any kind of any level of data you can see in a single screen. That is the way SAP is developed this tool. In a single click you can get all information, and you can see the data in table level, and you can see the data into the a graphical level. And there are lot of other demand planning scenarios also there, like a life cycle planning, seasonal planning, and aggregation. So there are many other things also there. So all are going to supported by this tool. All are supporting by this tool. Then once we generate the forecast, then we are sending the results to the SNP, supply network planning. So then based on your forecasting, so they will see, okay, next month I got a forecast 2000 quantity. So per day, how much I need to produce, and what are the resources I need to produce it. And to produce 2000 quantity, what are the components I need? So where I need to procure the components. So it is going to handle your purchasing, manufacturing. So according to that, it will give the planned order and it will give the purchase requisition. So those we are going to send to the ECC. So then ECC, they will make it as a production order. They will make it as a production, like a purchase order, and they will procure the components and they will manufacture, and they will have a stock. So once they have a stock, then in SNP there is a other module. It's called as a other option. It's called as a deployment or a distribution. So using this one, we can plan how to distribute your inventory between your plant to DCs or DC to DC. Then we can calculate, okay, how many trucks are required to send this much of a stock also. So SNP basically is working purchasing, manufacturing, distribution, and transportation. And again, there are a lot of other scenarios like safety stock, shelf life planning, and aggregated. And again, for planning, SAP given as a different options, heuristics, optimizer, CTM. You can do the cost based planning, you can do the priority planning, or you can run the normal MRP like as a ECC, and you can do a global planning, cross plant planning. So again, there are a lot of options are there in SNP. Basically SNP is handling your planning, your distribution, and your transportation. Then other module is a PPDS. So once we run the SNP, then the SNP planned order we will convert as a PPDS, and then we are going to run into the PPDS planning. So basically the PPDS is going to handle short-term production planning. So for example, tomorrow you are going to manufacture something. So first hour what we need to do, second hour what we need to do, third, our level also, it is going to give detail level of production plan. So it will suggest to you what exactly you need to produce and how you need to produce. According to that, the ECC, they can do the production. So what exactly they need to do, so that we are doing in the PPDS, we will send to the ECC. So they will just execute this results. Then ZATP. So ZATP, global available to promise. So if you get any sales order from the customer, it is going to give the a promised delivery date. So it will check based on your available stock or based on in progress stock. or based on like available resources when we can able to manufacture. So and different rules it is going to check, and it will tell when exactly you are going to do the delivery. So that like based on that we can confirm that date. So if customer is agree, we can confirm the sales order. So we are going to give exactly the delivery date. See, like normally everybody having the experience of online shopping. So like when you are going to confirm your sales order, like when you order in online, like you can see the shipment date. So normally if you like the shipment date, then only you are going to proceed for the order. And according to that delivery date, if you receive the goods, so then you will be happy, and you will give good reviews, and you will recommend your friends, and more things also you will buy from there. Imagine if they are missing the delivery dates, definitely you will lose your interest, you will not recommend your friends, you will not give good reviews, etc. So the promised delivery date we can get by using the ZATP. And another module is a TPVS, transportation planning and vehicle scheduling. Basically this is like a optimizing your transportation loads and minimizing the transportation cost. So like this in SAP APO, we have a 5 modules: demand planning, supply network planning, production planning and detailed scheduling, global available to promise, and transportation planning and vehicle scheduling. These are the 5 modules are there in SAP APO. So now the question is, okay, which one is suitable for me? So what is the demand is there in the market for which modules? What is the demand? How much demand is there? Okay. So basically demand planning, like without any SAP background, or without any IT background, or without any SCM background, or any without any background, anybody can easily learn this one. This is just like a talking about the sales forecasting. It's like a whatever we are going to use in our day-to-day language, so that anybody can easily connect to this module. Then with the demand planning knowledge, and we can easily understand the SNP also. So it means for a DP and SNP, basically without any background, we can get into these 2 modules. Then PPDS. So if you want to start your career as a PPDS consultant, you should have production planning domain experience, and you should have strong SAP PP experience. Then only you are eligible for the SAP PPDS module. Then GATP. So GATP also you should have strong SAP SD experience, in SD also ATP. So then only you are good go for the GATP training. TPVS. Actually SAP implemented the new module as a TM, transportation management. So after that like SAP is stopped this module, because like whatever it is there in the TPVS functionality, everything they given into the TM module, and it's more advanced also. So that's why now there is no TPVS in the market. Technically now I can say in APO, DP, SNP, PPDS and ZATP. These are the 4 modules are there in the market. And in this 4 module also, like a 75% of demand, like a job openings in the market for DP and SNP combination. So normally how your job requirement will come, JD. So we want a consultant with the APO DP with the BW, and SNP with the SIF, and knowledge of the PPDS. So normally this will be the a job requirement. So the total we are going to cover in this training, but some 20% of the jobs you can see as a PPDS consultant only, or GATP only, like that specific to the module they will ask you. Maybe it's a very 20% of the openings, like only PPDS or only GATP. So if you are interested PPDS only or GATP only, then like they will arrange you like your institute people will arrange a separate trainer. I am like going to take a training DP plus SNP, including the BW, SIF, and a session, one session on PPT's overview. So like based on this one we can understand, okay, which one we need to select, and what is the good openings in the market. Then like a value addition in APO, they given as a alerts monitor. Any exceptional things are there in the system, it is going to give the message. It means, for example, like here we have a millions of data because it's like a handling entire global data. So I want to see, okay, if any product having some negative forecast, or any product the sales is more, my forecast is less, or any product like or any mission is overloaded. So any kind of exceptional messages, you need not to go into the system and each and every record manually you need not to check. Like using this alerts, we can generate the message. Okay, so this mission is overloaded. So you need not to go and check all over 100 missions. Just you can go and check only this message, particular that mission A. So like that we can save a lot of time and effort for the business also by using this alerts, and we can make sure that like everything is fine. Like if you don't get any alerts means like all our planning is fine. Then this is example screen of like a DP and SNP. So like we can see like it's like a looks like as a more GUI, but it's indirectly like as Excel. Like after using this screen or after using this deep and SNP, like you will feel like you are using a advanced and beautiful Excel. So something it's not like a new, and you don't feel that like you are going to some deep technology, something like that. So it's like I can say modern Excel. You are learning as a modern Excel. So it's very user friendly screen. So whatever the data we want, we can select that particular data. It is going to show here. Say for example, particular a product in a particular location with a particular a customer. Like that we can give the selections. It will show the data. What is the forecast? What are the sales order? What are the stock is available? And we can see the data week level, month level, or maybe PPTs in the hour level also, and day level data also. And you can see the data into the table level, and you can see the data into the graphical level also, both. Then the latest server in the market is a SCM 713. I think recently 714 also came. So we are going to give the training also on SCM 7 versions only. Even for practice also, the institute people they are going to give you the SCM 7 versions. Then APO have the internally integrated with the BW. So that is the reason as an APO consultant we should have good knowledge in the BW. So how much is required a BW knowledge for APO consultant? That is anyway I am going to cover part of this training. And to retrieve records fastly, SAP given a memory, it is called as a live cache in SAP APO. And to work optimizer, so SAP have given a inbuilt server as a iLog server. It's an IBM developer tool. So like that, like when you started APO, so we need to learn some of the integration. So that is also we are going to cover part of this training. And we can connect any server to APO system like a BW server, ERP server, CRM, and a non-SAP systems, HANA, any server we can connect to SAP APO servers. And these are the global pain points like normally all companies are facing, like a forecast quality not good, maintaining excess inventory, lack of visibility. Like many companies will tell, like we don't know what is happening in our global supply chain, lack of visibility, and capacities are shortage and missing components. So like that, these are all global supply chain pain points. So to provide the solution, they need to implement the SAP APO. By implementing the SAP APO, they can get a solution for all these pain points. This is about the overview of APO. So anybody have any questions, please proceed.